Hi guys, Joel Santo Domingo here with the Surface Book for PCMag.com, and we are here for a basic Q&A. Take a look at the system. It's pretty neat. We just published our review this morning, so it is a 4.5-star product. Not many products get 4.5 stars. The Surface Book. This is the mid-range model, $16.99. It has integrated graphics with a Core i5 Skylake processor, 8 gigs of memory, 256 gig SSD. Just found out this morning that you can get a Surface Book with discrete graphics, but it's $16.99 with 128 gigs instead of 256. I got a question from, I can't read the name, but sorry. Is it better than HP Spectre? It's a different product. The HP Spectre is a product where you can flip the screen around. The Surface Book allows you to unlatch the screen real quick. See, there you go. It's pretty neat. The Spectre X360 is a good product. We still stand behind our editor's choice, but this is a different product entirely. All right, so as you can see, it's got a nice monochrome look to it. Bright silver on the keys, keyboard deck, and on the back. How good is the pen? It was a question that was asked. The pen is actually excellent. Here it is. Take a look. It's 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity. There's an eraser on the top. And what's neat about it is it brings up OneNote, as you can see. It'll bring up the ability to draw. And the neat thing about the eraser is it can be used to select and erase stuff, although it's not working right now. Sorry about that, folks. And basically, that's what it looks like. Another neat thing you can do with the eraser is you hold it down for a second or two, and Cortana will pop up. You can see that in the corner there. You can use that to search the web, find out scores, find out who's going to win the next NFL game, etc., etc. All right. The pen is magnetic, so it clips right to the side. There you go. And I'm going to bring that in a little bit. And it works pretty well. Doesn't really clip very well on the other side. And there it is. So it is a bit pricey at $16.99, but you know, I think it's worth it because it works as a competitor to the MacBook Pro, the 13-inch model. Let's see, is the stylus or pen useful? Yes, it is very useful. You can use it to click, select things. There's a right-click button on it, so you can bring up contextual menus. Again, it brings up OneNote, and you can use it to draw on the screen pretty quickly. I got a question, MacBook or this? It really depends. If you are a Mac user, please get a Mac. But if you are a Windows user and you definitely want to fly the Windows flag, this is a great system for it. Flip the screen around, you can see that there is a Windows logo on the back, and it is shiny chrome. What is my Twitter handle? My Twitter handle is JoelSD, Joelsd. So it's pretty light. It's a few pounds with the keyboard attached, and then when you eject it, it's 1.6 pounds. What type of video output port does it have? Well, of course you can use USB video if you have such an adapter, but over on the right side here, we have a mini display port. So any mini display port monitor will work with this. It won't work with Thunderbolt, but it will work with mini display port. Right next to that, we have the Surface connector, which connects to the Surface dock or the charger. Does it have an HDMI port? It does not, unfortunately. You'll need to use an adapter. Is the pen Pressure sensitive, yes, 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity. That's good enough for photo editing, some illustration. Question, does it have USB-C? No, unfortunately, it does not have USB-C. You'll have to get another laptop for USB-C. One of the things that the Microsoft guys told me is that USB-C is actually slower than their built-in connector. Their built-in connector actually will get you USB 3 and mini DisplayPort out to their dock, which is pretty neat. HDMI, again, there is no HDMI. You'll need to use an adapter with a mini DisplayPort. Over on the other side, here we go. We've got two USB Type A 3.0 ports and an SD card reader. The price point for this setup is $16.99. This is the Core i5 Skylake model with 256 gigs of SSD and an 8 gig system memory. Is it a good and value for money laptop, Joel? Yes, it is if you can afford $1,700 for a laptop. It is a premium laptop, so you know it's not. There isn't hardly any plastic on it. This is all metal, tempered glass, etc. You know, there's venting on the side here, but it is really, really thin. Here's the pen for comparison. I have a Cintiq, but I was looking for something lighter weight. Is it heavy? It is not heavy. Basically, the idea is you're carrying around a 3-pound laptop, but once you hit this button, you can see it says ready to attach. You can lift this off, and it is basically a 1.6-pound tablet. Now, you're only going to get 3 hours of battery life on this tablet. It's not a full-service tablet. The only thing that's on here is the headset jack. But you can carry this around, you can write notes, etc. Here we go again. And basically carry this around with you part-time as you would with the tablet. When you're ready to do real work, you plug it in and it's a laptop again. Again, here, this is Joel Santo Domingo, PCMag.com, here with the Surface Book. What is this product made for? This product is made for anyone who basically wants Windows but is envious of their friends who have MacBook Pros. It is for anyone who wants a power laptop because it is powerful. It's powerful enough to do photo editing, video editing, etc. It is for people who want a really portable, nice-looking laptop. That's what it looks like on the side. You can see the hinge is a little book-like. There is a gap there, yes. One of the neat things about this gap, though, is you can see that the keys do not touch the screen. Some people actually carry keyboard protectors in their laptop so the oils from their fingers don't go on the screen, and you don't have to worry about that with this laptop. Again, here we are with the Microsoft Surface Book, PCMag.com. The review is up on PCMag.com. Here it is. Just go to PCMag.com. It is right on the home page, or you can take a look for Microsoft Surface Book on PCMag in Google or any of your search engines that you like. And it's right up there. Can I code on this laptop? Of course you can code on this laptop. It's a fairly powerful laptop. It's great for pretty much any work, real work that you want to do with it. It's not a cheaper laptop that it would be slow for compiling or Photoshop or any other work that requires power. The stylus does come with the system, and it clips right there. Does it support Adobe Creative Suite? Yes, it does. One of our tests that we run on every laptop is Adobe Photoshop CS6, and it works equally well. There is an option for discrete graphics, which we did not get on this particular review unit, but it will work with Creative Suite. And one of the neat things is Adobe has told us that they've updated Creative Suite so it can tell if you've taken the laptop off the base and you don't have the discrete graphics anymore, it'll automatically adjust to take care of that for you. There we go, and it's pretty quickly. It's pretty quick to remove. Again, 2 seconds. You can flip the laptop around, and now it is here. Easy access to the screen. Touchscreen still works. What can you say about the Edge browser? It's a browser. It works. It's reasonably fast. It looks good. You know, I don't use anything that requires use of specialized code for Chrome or IE. It works fine. Have you done benchmark tests against the MacBook Pro? Yes, we have. At PCMag Labs, we've always benchmark test our laptops. And, you know, just a quick look. We've tested it against the MacBook Pro 13-inch, as well as a whole bunch of other tablets and convertibles.
It's like Alien 3.
If you take a look at it, our website is PCMag.com. And this is the Microsoft Surface Book, 4.5 stars, editor's choice. Better than the MacBook Pro. Well, it's a different system. It is as good as MacBook Pro. It was actually a little bit faster than the 13-inch MacBook Pro on a couple of the tests. Okay, so you recommend this over the Pro. If you need to use Windows, I would recommend this system over the MacBook Pro, although I will couch that because the MacBook Pro is actually an excellent Windows laptop, believe it or not. There we go. Let me show you this really quick. This is pretty neat. A lot of other laptops... a lot of other laptops actually have a physical latch that you would have to press on the hinge. As you can see, there is no hinge. It's all electromechanical. All right, we got a little glitch here. Let's do a restart. Let's take a look at, it is running Windows 10. If you miss Windows 8 for some reason, if you're one of those folks, there is a tablet mode which actually brings back the old start screen. I'm not sure if anyone out there actually loves to use it, but it is there as an option if you need it. Okay, yes, the stylus does come with it. One of the questions I got was, do you recommend this? Yes, we do recommend it. We gave it a 4.5 out of 5-star rating, which is a high recommendation. Take a quick look at our review. $16.99. This is the mid-tier Microsoft Surface Book. I've had a lot of questions about software coding and development. Yes, this is sufficient for software development. If you have need of a power processor, this is a dual-core Core i5 6300U, which is a Skylake processor, 8 gigs of memory, and 256 gig SSD. So it's got plenty of space and plenty of power for coding, compiling, etc. Is it powerful enough to make video games? Well, certainly if it's a casual game, you should have no problem. Something that requires discrete graphics, you might have a problem. You're going to have to go with the higher priced discrete graphics model. Again, this is Joel Santo Domingo, PCMag.com, here with the Microsoft Surface Book. I got a question, new XPS or Surface Book? That's a good question. The XPS is an excellent line. There's an XPS 15. There's an XPS convertible tablet, detachable tablet, sorry. And we haven't gotten that in the labs yet. I have not seen the XPS 15 detachable tablet in real life yet, so stay tuned. RAM expandable from 8. No, you cannot expand the memory after you've purchased it. You have to buy it beforehand. Anything awesome in HP Spectre? The HP Spectre is a nice system. I do like the James Bond connection as well. But that said, the HP Spectre is a slightly different unit. The HP Spectre X360 is a convertible tablet or a convertible laptop, which means that the screen flips all the way around. So this one does not flip all the way around. How is camera result? The camera it's not bad. You can take a look at it back here. Sorry, there is the 8 megapixel camera. And over on the front, while this is restarting, we have a 5 megapixel camera on the front. Both will record in 1080p HD. And it's pretty neat, but it's a camera. It's not great. It's not going to replace the one that's in your smartphone, but it'll do the job. What were the negatives on this laptop? Well, there are a couple minor ones. One interesting one, which can't be avoided, is that when you close the laptop, there is this little gap here, and you can see it tapers from about ½ an inch up to a little under an inch. If you shove this into your laptop bag, you may have a little trouble because it's not even on both sides. But you know, I commuted with this for about a week. It works pretty well. Let me get this off. Okay. Well, I had a question mentioning the negatives not being able to expand the memory. There are very few laptops these days that are this thin that allow you to expand the memory. The max RAM it can get, I believe it's 16 at this point. Let me double check that. There's our review. And in our review, we do mention it's 3.34 pounds in laptop mode, 1.6 pounds for the tablet alone. And some of the news earlier today was that there is a $3,200 or $3,199 configuration of this system, and that has discrete graphics in it, 16 gigs of memory, and a 1 terabyte SSD. I'm not sure how many people will be able to afford that, but it is there. There we go. The $3,199 top of the line model, 1 terabyte SSD, 16 gigs of memory, and discrete GeForce GPU. I got a question here, passive or active cooling? It is active cooling. It's got a Core i5 Ultrabook class processor in it. If you take a look at the sides here, there is some venting over on the side, on the top, and on the other side. The funny thing about this is I'm reviewing another convertible laptop, 12-inch screen with 4K display, and that one's louder than this. I hardly ever heard the fan on the system while I was testing it, even when I was playing the game tests. Could this price complaints be due to people not recognizing this as a premium device? That is possible. It is all metal, tempered glass. It is really, really thin. You're paying for that, guys. So here we go again. It's the Microsoft Surface Book here on PCMag.com on Periscope. And we've got time for some more questions. Okay. It is a touchscreen tablet. Yes, it is. It's full 10-point touch, as you can see. How about a front-facing camera? Is it suitable for video calling? Yes, it's a 5 megapixel camera. It's up on top here. Sorry, the field of view is not great here. 5 megapixel camera with 1080p video capabilities. There we go. Going back and taking a look at the side here, you'll notice that the ports are on the keyboard base. So this really is meant to be used with the keyboard at all times. Can you show camera capabilities? Let's take a look. Let me just see. Camera. Okay. Let's open up the camera. Yes. There we go. We got the rear-facing camera, and here is Wes.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Yep. So it's a decent camera. We are in a really brightly lit studio / lab, so it's not too bad. How's the keyboard for typing? The keyboard is very, very comfortable. Let me swing this around. It is a backlit keyboard, and the key feel is good. The keys are very solid, and there's a touchpad on the front. The touchpad is pretty good. It's one piece, so some people like that, some people don't. I tend to prefer separate mouse buttons, but I understand why you'd want a single piece on this. Typing versus MacBook Pro. It's roughly equivalent. I think that the MacBook Pro keys are a little squishier. These are a little tauter. They have approximately the same amount of travel. You can see and hear it. It's pretty good. Any accessories like a docking station? Yes, there is a Surface dock, which it shares with the Surface Pro 4. It uses this connector over here, which is the charger connector, and it passes through to USB 3 and 2 mini display ports, as well as gigabit Ethernet. I don't have the dock with me right now, but stay tuned. We will have that review sometime soon. All right, there you have it. This is the Microsoft Surface Book on PCMag.com. What about Cortana? Is it as helpful as described? It's helpful. It's as helpful as Siri is. So sometimes it gets confused with what you ask it. Sometimes it works really well. It uses Bing. So if you're a Bing fan, like some of our analysts, it'll work great for you. Okay. So we also have our review. Can Cortana use Google? I'm not sure if Cortana can use Google. It's probably one of the things you'll have to drill down into the control panel to find out. But this is probably the best, or one of the best, Windows 10 laptops there is on the market right now. Okay, folks. One more question. Let's see. Two more questions. All right. So that's basically it, guys. That's all we have time for. Okay, I see a question. Startup. It's very quick to start up. It only takes a few seconds. It is very, very fast. It's SSD. Is Microsoft back for prime time versus Apple? Well, I don't know about that, because this is new for Microsoft. This is their first laptop, so Apple kind of has a head start on them. As far as the operating systems are concerned, it's Windows 10 versus OS 10. They both work equally well for whatever tasks you're using it for. I use both. I switch back and forth between both all the time. So there you have it. This is the Microsoft Surface Book, PCMag.com. Read my review. This is Joel Santo Domingo, PCMag Labs, signing off.